Dear learners, today we are talking about ethics in daily life. Ethics may be a big word. Honesty, respect, creativity, diversity, trust, commitments, compassion, all these words seems to be happy, but they are part of our life and they shape our personality and character. I am Dr. Anjana Agarwal, who is going to talk on this lesson, ethics in daily life. Ethics and values in life are imbibed in childhood from our family value system. Ethics and values are imbibed in childhood from our value system. So, that means ethics has to be preserved or learned or taught to a child, so that he can be a good man in during adulthood. Media, newspapers, ethical and unethical live scenes and voices leave a great impact on our minds that we carry throughout our life. Values. Values are reflected in our behavior, in our attitude, in our actions and reaction in a different situation. You can see in different pictures, one girl, she is alone and another two girls are talking to each other. So, that is the ethical values they have imbibed in childhood. Now, here you can see a parent is taking the little young one for the walking. So, that means the values helps to shape the character and it inspires the young generation. Whatever you are teaching in the young child, that will be carry forward to in a life. They have very important role because they prevent the indulgence for unethical practices, and if otherwise they will put the people at risk for injury, punishment, jail, even death. So, ethics is very important. Let us see what are the objectives of this lesson. Meaning and terms of values, ethics, need for values ethics in everyday life, value of dignity of labor, tolerance, empathy, positive attitude in life, importance of rights and responsibilities and code of conduct. We will learn one by one. Values are ideas and beliefs. We hold them strongly throughout our life. This is sanskar. Sanskar, when we say the word, is very powerful, very soft and imbibed or integrated from childhood. As I am keep on saying this, these are the things which has to be put in the childhood. The parents and the immediate surroundings supports establishing the value system since our childhood. Let us see what are the values of life: honesty and loyalty, respect for work, punctuality, regularity and discipline, courtesy and politeness with others, judicious use of resources, taking initiatives and efficiency in completing the task. These are the values in terms of the words only, but they has to be practiced every day, every moment and throughout life. Let us see what are the values at workplace. Honesty and loyalty for the organization, respect for the work assigned, punctuality, regularity and discipline, judicious use of resources, courtesy and politeness with co-workers, efficiency in completing the task and willingness to take up the new assignments. So, these are the things one has to follow and one should follow to have a good ethics at workplace. Now, we will learn what are ethics. Ethics is the attitude of being good or bad in behavior, action and taking the decision in different situations. It deals with the moral values. It helps to identify the individual organization for its integrity. So, that means any organization or any individual is assessed by the ethics that she or he follows in daily life through his or her behavior, action or the decision he or she takes. Now, I will take you to a storyline. Asif was a taxi driver. He was a gentle person and takes the passenger here and there. One day he found one passenger has left his briefcase in his taxi. He was worried how to catch that passenger, but he was thinking how to give this briefcase to him. So he thought, if I find the address of that person, then I can deliver this briefcase to his. So he went his home by finding the address and returned this briefcase. You can see in the picture also. So this man was so thrilled and rewarded his Asif for his honesty. So this is the inbuilt value in Asif. But there are certain unethical practices like alcoholism and drug abuse. No laws are followed. Increased crimes, murder, corruption and wastage of resources are also unethical practice. What can be the consequences of unethical practices? Loss of reputation and social prestige, harm the identity and image, harm the business and sale, punishment and imprisonment, loss of property and job, loss of family and other beloved ones, and always under surveillance and scrutiny. Now we come to another section of this lesson. If we have certain rights, we have certain responsibilities also. So rights and responsibilities go hand in hand, and when both these work together, they provide the conducive environment for the action. The same person can play a different roles in different situations. A person can be son at home, the same person can be the boss in the office. Responsibilities vary from place to place or situation to situation. As I gave you the example of a man, knowing the responsibility helps the person to manage the time and perform better. It helps to strengthen the relationship and bring more health and peace to the individual, to the environment as well as in the society. Again, this is a story how this girl is behaving and how he will or she will take a right path. So, she is the girl Renu who keep on avoiding the people, never listens the mother and father, never respond to the elders, and she argues on every small issues and she rude behavior. Then one day her family decided to realize her mistake. Next day she got late because her parents did not accepted her behavior, did not help her, only to teach her a lesson. Then in the class also she was late, so she was thrown out of the class and nobody responded. Then she thought why it is happening, and she realized that I had been disrespectful and uncooperative, so that other people are also behaving with me the same way. So, this is the way the people or children can be taught the value system, and they must be a focus to realize on these issues. Now, I come to another session, dignity of labor. What is dignity and what is labor? All forms of work, manual or intellectual, is called labor. Dignity of labor means all jobs should be respected equally. No occupation should be considered superior or inferior over others. Here one person is going to the office, two persons are working in the industry. It helps to do the work of your own rather than depending upon others. It inculcates the values to earn his or her own living honestly. This also prevents the discrimination. Here Rajan is a fruit seller who is a young man, and Krishna is a cobbler who is an old man. Both used to sit together under a tree for their livelihood, and they keep healthy relations, keep talking each other. One day Rajan asked Krishna, when you have a settled family, you have a good enough earning in the family by your sons, then in this age why you are working? Then Krishna replied that he wanted to earn his meal in a dignified manner. Another very good word or very good lesson in life, empathy. Many people are using the word sympathy, but these are two different things. Let us see what. Empathy is the ability to recognize and understand another's feeling or situations. It is a form of unconditional love without the self motive. So, you can feel the joy, pain and wide range of emotions of other persons or even animals. In this quote, you will more clearly understand what is empathy. Empathy is seeing with the eyes of another, listening with the ears of another and feeling with the heart of another. This quote was given by Alfred Elder. This is a story on empathy. A young boy loves to play with the puppies, but he didn't have any. One day he saw a man selling the puppies. He went there, asked him to buy one. When he saw his pocket, he learned that I have only rupees 10, and this gentleman did not sell any puppies in this amount. But there was one puppy who was injured, could not be played. Then this young boy bought this injured one because he was empathetic. He felt, if I get a, I will have at least one puppy. Rather than playing one, I will care for him and take care of his injury also. So, this is the story of the empathy. This young boy can also have it. Opposite to empathy is sympathy. It is a feeling of pity or sorrow for others in unfavorable situation. One may provide the comfort or emotional comfort in a bad situation, but later that the same person may make the fun of it. So, this is not so. You at one moment you are showing the sympathy and later on you are making the fun of that person. So, this is sympathy, and in case of empathy you are not doing the fun, but you are feeling the sorrow of other person. Tolerance. Tolerance is the ability to accept the opinions and actions of others which may differ from your own. It is a skill which is inherent and can also be cultivated. It is useful in certain situations to stay calm and move forward. Intolerance, opposite to tolerance, is painful not only for the self but for others also. It may ignite the disturbances in surroundings. There is a need to learn the situations where one should prefer to be tolerant and react in other situations. It is injustice or corruption. So, we need to weigh where we should react to intolerance and where should we keep away from intolerance or be tolerant. Now, positive attitude makes a life positive and happy. It brings the optimism and ray of hope. If one person is positive in his thinking, that person can be the optimism and can also give the optimism to others. But negative thinkings brings worries. So, we should not be the negative thinker. In all, empathy, tolerance and positive attitude helps to understand the people, particularly with special needs, physical or mental disabilities, hearing or visual impairment and the senior citizen. So, we should follow the empathy, tolerance and positive attitude in life. These are basic ethics in life. Life skill. Nowadays, we are talking a lot about the life skills world. What is that? Life skills are the abilities for adapting a positive behavior that enables the individual to deal effectively with the demands and challenges of everyday life. This bird is flying because she has learned the skill of flying, and it is a challenge for that. If she does not fly, she will not be able to have whatever she needs to be. So, it is a challenge, one must learn certain life skills. One of that is adaptive behavior. In this picture also there are various things. One time it is a greenery, one time it is a cloud, but the vehicle has to move on. So, this is an adaptation to the situation. So, adaptive behavior means a person is flexible in the approach and is able to adjust in different circumstances. Now, end of the lesson, we are talking about the code of conduct. What is that? It is again seems to be a legal issue. but it is a part of your life. How? A code of conduct is a set of rules outlining the social norms and rules and responsibilities of or proper practices for an individual, group of people or an organization. Related concepts include ethical, honor and moral codes and religious laws. What is that? Code of conduct helps to reduce the existing differences or tensions between different groups of people within the house or society. So, keep calm, positive and negative are just two sides of the coin. So, it will help to make our working right or wrong. So, honesty is rewarded in the long run. My values help me to make decisions. Doing my course myself give me satisfaction. I do not like to pinpoint my elders or keep on advising on every issues. This is wrong. I don't care about other people when they are in trouble. This is also wrong. I don't like to take any responsibility. This is also wrong. So, first three are the positive or right code of conduct and last three are wrong code of conduct. So, how? Adopting a set of rules or code of conduct helps the individual or society to understand the differences between right and wrong and applying in decision making and course of action. It is important and useful in personal, family as well as in professional life. So, this is the picture. You need to keep working hard to reach your goal, to achieve the life skill, to achieve the ethics and values in life. So, that is how we have learned in this lesson. Thank you very much.